What's up guys, this is Kenny Pop and today I'm gonna do an anime review on Boku Dake ga Machi episode 12. Now let's get started, shall we? First of all, since like my previous video, which is episode 11, manga readers told me that the anime did change a lot from the manga, and I was really curious, so I just go ahead and skip toward the ending towards the manga and I just read it. Don't worry, I will go back to it and I will read it from the beginning. But what it was shocking because I thought it changed a little bit, like they didn't put Ari here or like something, but like the way it ended as a whole is completely different from the manga. Really different. And I was really surprised when I was reading the manga. By the time I finished and I was on my last chapter, I was happy for everyone. I wasn't upset. I think it's because they executed out differently than the anime, but since I'm a Kaio x Satoru, fan, I was kind of bitter about the fact that Kaio kind of have a kid with Hiromi. I was kind of bitter about that. But when I was reading the manga, I somehow feel really happy for them. And I don't know why. I started to feel happy for them rather than feeling bitter about it. And I started to understand how Satoru views Ari, because Ari was the only person who believed him in the future. She was the only person. And then because of that, I started to not be more upset about it than I would in the anime. When I was watching the anime, even though I understand that Kaya have to move on, I was kind of bitter and I didn't really like it that much. So that was something that really shocks me. When I was reading the manga, I was like, why am I so happy for them? Like, what? And another thing is that I find is that the manga ending is way better than the anime. It's really way better than the anime. So in the anime, you see how Satoru and Yashiro went into the roof. They have a conversation, stuff happens, and then Yashiro understand his feelings, and then he got arrested later on. In the manga, number one, they didn't even go to the roof. I don't know how that happens. Number two, Kumi is a really important character in there. I don't know why in the anime she only had like a few, minutes of screen time, and then that's it. I don't know how, but in the manga, I feel like they have more of a mind game between, Satoru and his friends and Yashiro. While in the anime, it's more of like I went to the roof, we have a chat, and yeah, that's basically it. That's how I feel. I feel like the anime ending wasn't that satisfying, to be honest. They did miss out a lot of key points. They didn't really answer a lot of my question, like how the hell did people find Satoru? I mean, he was in a car, like how? I don't know. And I want to know more about Yashiro's perspective. I want to know more about Ari's. But unfortunately, the anime didn't even give me any of those sort of thing. I mean, I know about Ari's past with her father and everything, but it wasn't enough for me to feel connected to her that much and really, really like her. But the manga did a fantastic job of doing that. It showed you how Satoru was saved, what view was, how Yashiro views Satoru, and Iris. Like, how is Iris important to Satoru? Because of that, I started to like her more in something like that. I don't know, but the manga is completely different. So if you guys find the ending toward the anime unsatisfying, go read the manga. Because I'm starting from the beginning now on. Yeah, even though the art was kind of funky, it kind of threw me off at first. But, nonetheless, I still love the way it ended and concluded. I was really happy for everyone. In this episode, when Ari wasn't even in the whole entire episode, to be honest. She shows up in the flashback or something like that. But then, at the very last moment, she suddenly appears out of nowhere. That just really throws me off. It feels like saying Satoru and Ari will get together and they're gonna have a kid. I wasn't really prepped for that yet. But because she suddenly show up out of nowhere, I feel like it's too sudden, it was too sudden. But in the manga, she showed up before. If in the anime they did it correctly, she should show up in episode 11. But you know what? I don't know why they didn't put her there. By the way, I'm sick, so my voice sounds really weird. Sorry, guys. But yeah. Other than that, I feel like this anime did a fantastic job until episode 11, where I felt it's really rushed. But I really like the series. I wish if they actually have a lot, like, more episode to it, like episode 15 or 16, then maybe the anime have more time and probably they would actually follow the manga. I don't know. If that's the case, then that would be fantastic. But because the anime only have like 12 episodes, they have to push in and rush everything at the end, and they have to change the ending too, because if they do it following like the manga, I don't think they have enough time to combine them in one episode. So that's how I feel. But other than that, don't let this stop you guys from not watching the anime if you have not yet, because the series is actually really awesome and you should totally check out the manga and the anime. So yeah, there you got it. If I were to rate this after consideration, at first I was about to be like 9.5, but then I started to think about how bland the ending was, and then how all of those questions I have that weren't answered and how rushed it is. I changed it to an 8 out of 10. So there you guys have it. Have a wonderful day wherever you are, and adios, my friends.